Oh, a nice look there toward the skyline of downtown Houston, Texas. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. MLB The Show's in the heart of Texas on a Wednesday night at Minute Maid Park. Opening day behind us, it's Game 2 of the regular season between the New York Yankees and the Houston Astros. Welcome in, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here to bring you this early season matchup. Alongside me are Major League veterans Steve Lyons and Eric Karros. And Steve, let's talk about the two starters that take the baseball here tonight.
Yeah, and you've got a couple of guys here that aren't afraid to challenge you at the plate. They're not afraid to let you put the ball in play and let their fielders make the plays behind them. That should make for a pretty good matchup.
We'll hear more from the guys as the night moves along, but first, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting New York Yankees, as Joe Girardi's starting 9 assembles this way. And there you get a look at the starting pitcher, whose job it'll be to keep these guys in check. His number is right there on the right side of your screen. And behind him, here's how the Astros will line it up on defense. Standing in, the leadoff man, Jacoby Ellsbury. So we are ready for baseball. And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
And that's in there as well, so it's 0-2 to start the night.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95-plus mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. 67 degrees our game time temperature. One, two. And a good pitch there as this ball sent out to straightaway central for Fowler. And he's got it for the first out.
Yeah, an easy fly ball there to start the ball game. One of the big keys for him in this one is going to be keeping that leadoff man off base. He's off to a good start here.
Brett Gardner will take his cuts now. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
This is a pretty simple play for a catcher right here. It's a nice pitch, and it looks like he might have chopped it right down off a home plate. You can see the catcher get out of his crouch, take it on one big hop, and then just make the good, strong throw to first to get him easily.
Carlos Beltran will have his first opportunity now as it comes with the bases empty here in the top of the first. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. That was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a check swing looked like he went around. Yes, indeed, says the first base umpire. Strike 1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
Good at bat so far here with 2 away. You're going to go down in order. At least make that guy work for it. Got himself back into a fastball count now.
Here comes the 3-1. Swing, and it misses. He was way early on that one. 3-2.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Now Beltran swings and hits a ground ball to short. And, oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first. So chalk that one up as an E6, and he really can't believe it out there.
First baseman, Mark Teixeira.
Mark Teixeira will get a shot here in the inning after all, as that 2-out error could really turn out to have some major consequences.
Yeah, anytime you give this guy an at-bat, especially with a runner on base that he otherwise wouldn't have had, you're asking for trouble.
Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
And you can see it. He's upset with himself out there at short. And he should be. He's a big leaguer. He'd like to get a ground ball here to get himself off the hook.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Tried to backdoor him with another breaking pitch right there, and they're staying away from the fastball so far, at least in this at-bat.
Runners on the move for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw will not be in time to get Beltran. He's in there with a stolen base.
And later in the game, maybe you question this decision to run because you worry about taking the bat out of the hands of one of your best hitters. But here in a scoreless game, I doubt they're going to put him on. So that was a good job to take what's given to you.
Swing, and he gets under this one as it's hit in the air to shallow center. Gonzalez has got it, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Yankees. And now the Astros will go to work for the first time. No score. Starting lineup for the Astros looks like this. On the mound to face these guys, there you see the numbers for the sinker-slider specialist, the veteran right-hander Hiroki Kuroda. And a look now at the defensive alignment for the Yankees behind him. Here comes the second baseman, Jose Altuve, to get things kicked off in the home half of inning number 1.
Second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
2 tough sliders there back-to-back, and he couldn't get him to bite on either. Now he might have to change tack here, down 2-0.
Now the 2-0. 3-0 now.
And this is just a guy that's going to be happy to take a walk, so I'm a little bit surprised that they haven't challenged him a little bit more from the mound.
And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
And he's saying, give me a break. I mean, that pitch is right there. And I tell you, though, complaining like that is only going to squeeze that strike zone a little more.
Chris Carter will stand in now, and he'll likely have a look down to third to see if anything's up here with nobody out.
Let's go now. Base hit here.
And he drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
And that's what he needed to do after the 4-pitch walk. Come right back and get ahead versus the next guy.
And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1-2. You start it in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
Get him 9 feet close. That's all.
Full count, 3-2.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
Here's a look over to first, and the runner back. Grounded foul, still 2 strikes. A runner at first with no outs here. Payoff pitch one more time. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
That's the second walk he's allowed here in the first inning. I have a feeling if you ask his manager, he's going to say that that's way too many already. You can't go giving away base runners, or you're going to find yourself in a big hole early on.
Number 30 will be the batter. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Off his second is Altuve, now the pitch. And this catches the outside corner, strike 1.
Even though that's a strike, that's still not a bad take, because you're facing a guy that's already walked a few guys, so make him throw some more pitches. Run that pitch count up.
And now he turns on a fastball here and sends it to fairly deep right field. Beltran is there, and he makes the catch for the out. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Good job there at second base of doing the math in his head and figuring out he can make it up to third. So that puts runners on the corners now with only 1 away.
Gary Cox will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here, 0-1.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 2.
Oh, that's a good fastball right there, and you had to figure that he was looking for that sinker.
Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. There's a well-hit ball out to right center field. Ellsbury and Beltran converge, but this is by him and through to the wall. Around third and being waved on home. And he will score as well. As they're on the board here in the first, it's now 2-0.
Well, This is what happens when you dig yourself a hole out there on the mound. This is all his own fault. And both of those runners are going to come around to score on what works out to be a two-run triple.
Diego Corona will dig in now with 2 runs already home and a potential third waiting in the wings only 90 feet away. Now here's the first pitch. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1.
And now with that runner on third and 1 away, you need to stay smart at the plate, realizing that they might be working around you to put you on. So you can't go up there chasing some pitches out of the zone.
And this will be grounded foul, wide of Teixeira over at first. And here's a sinker that had a little bit too much dart to it there as it just about came in and nailed him.
I think you sit here and you start to wonder, is this guy going to find his command anytime soon? He's not just missing by a little. A lot of these pitches have been very easy takes for these hitters, including that pitch.
Now a ball hit towards Jeter. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2.
2 runs already home, and now you can make it 3 as he comes through with a simple ground ball with a runner on third to drive him in.
Archie Chan will get his first opportunity now with 2 away, and the base is empty here in the home half of the first. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1.
Get a hit. Come on.
3 runs already home here. And this ball will be chopped foul. Now a fastball hit on the ground towards second. There to get it is Roberts. Throw on to Teixeira to take care of him, and that ends the inning. So 3 runs on just 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on base. On to the second inning now from Minute Maid Park. It's the Astros 3 and the Yankees nothing. Alfonso Soriano will stand in. A couple of hits in that ball game last night.
Alfonso Soriano.
Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
Well, you got to figure that this guy's going to come out here free and easy here in the second. He's got a 3-run cushion already. No reason not to come right after these guys.
Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball 1.
And you know what? That's not a big breaking ball coming up high and tight. That's going to get your attention a little.
1-1 pitch is a curveball that misses ball 2. And he's fallen behind now, 3-1. On deck, Alex Rodriguez.
Come on now, let's get a K right here.
And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Boy, and he's not too thrilled with that call out there on the mound. And you know what? I don't blame him. I mean, have a look where this pitch is. That catches an awful lot of the plate, and I think I'd be mad if I were him.
Alex Rodriguez will get his first shot here with the runner on following the leadoff walk.
Come on, turn the double.
And they pitch out here, but Soriano's not moving. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Up high, 2-1 now.
Sometimes you just let a guy work his own way into trouble and then take advantage.
Okay.
3-1.
Is he worrying too much about that guy on first?
I think he might be. Guys worry so much about the stolen base, but they don't realize that a walk is 10 times worse.
Soriano on at first with nobody out here. Soriano holding now the pitch, and he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. And boy, that misses as well. It's back-to-back walks to start out the inning.
Now, this is going to be a short outing if walks continue to be a problem. I mean, that's 2 already here in the second inning.
Jeter.
So the shortstop, Derek Jeter, will be the batter. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0.
And against a veteran hitter like this, you got to be in that strike zone early in the count. Because the more pitches he sees, the better he's going to be able to time anything you've got.
And this will find the seats behind the first base dugout. And Jeter lays off here as the count moves to 2-1.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in a strike zone.
Three and one now as that misses down and in. Fastball here.
I think it has to be. You're licking your chops if you're the hitter. 3-1, you can't walk the bases loaded. Bail and wail.
Runner holding tight at second, now the pitch. And that misses. Ball 4, and he's going to need to settle down in a hurry now because he's in a peck of trouble.
Well, we knew he had to work carefully with the runner in scoring position, but I don't think a walk was what he had in mind. And that's going to make things just a little trickier now with the bases loaded.
Brian McCann will stand in with the bases loaded and a real chance to get his guys right back in this one. Watches a fastball right there for strike one.
You cannot let this situation get any worse. You got to be thinking strikeout or ground ball. Even if you allow 1 run to score in this inning, that would be a major victory.
And this is heading out toward left field, but this is going to get fouled up into the crowd. And a swing and a miss on a huge first out there as he sets him down swinging with the bases loaded. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career punch out. You can bet his club is hoping for a lot more of that going forward.
Well, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to be a solid one. Many of the best pitchers at this level have at least one put-away pitch that they can go to in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
Brian Roberts comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Roberts, of course, spent the first 13 seasons of his career in a Baltimore uniform. Injuries have really held him back the last 4 years, keeping him to under 200 games over that span. He's healthy now and ready to take over for Robinson Cano at second base. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
And he throws a cutter right by him to take control. 1-2.
Now with 2 strikes, boy, if he could come up with back-to-back punch-outs, wouldn't that be something?
big pitch here, 1-2. On the ground down the first base line, and this will get past him down the line at first. It's a fair ball. And the second run is across to make this a 3-2 ball game now.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury.
Runners on the corners now with one man gone, and that'll bring in Jacoby Ellsbury. Now the pitch home to Ellsbury. And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
And with his speed, contact probably means a run right here. So that's got to be his only thought process at the plate.
Stop and go.
And a swing and a miss there by Ellsbury as he's down 0-2 now.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
Come on, let's get the ground ball.
Swing and a ball lined hard towards short. Well, this is pulled in by the shortstop.
Well, don't worry. I'll tell you, if you keep hitting the ball like this, sooner or later it's going to even out as the season goes on. Just a little unlucky right there as he hits that ball right at him.
Brett Gardner. We'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home here in the inning so far. Ball 1.
1-0. Come on.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Another 2-0 count here to begin an at-bat.
Once or twice is a pattern. More than that is a trend. And he's just not going to have much success if he keeps falling behind every hitter.
2-0 curveball here is over for a strike.
That's a great call there on 2-0. The whole world's thinking fastball, but they dropped the hammer on him.
Ready with the 2-1. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Well, as if things weren't bad enough, he's in danger now of loading the bases for that man.
Yeah, I don't think that's ever a sound strategy in anybody's book.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
Now a ball lined to the right side. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Now batting, right fielder,
Carlos Beltran will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul.
Let's get out of the inning now.
And this will be swung on and bounced on the ground to second. Throw on to first, and a good job of working out of that one with just limited damage as the inning is over. So they pick up 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning, no errors, and 2 men left on base. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Dexter Fowler will get his first shot here. A couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Fielder, Dexter Fowler.
First pitch coming. Fastball in there for a called strike.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
And this is hit sharply, but it'll be a foul ball past A-Rod at third. And Fowler swings and misses as he's retired for round number 1.
And obviously, any time you can strike this guy out, you'll take it. I mean, he runs like a greyhound out there. So even routine grounders can sometimes be turned into base hits. Not when you're not making contact, though.
J.D. Martinez will get his first opportunity here. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. And now this is swung on and pulled down the third base line. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Here's a line drive that's going to get over the head of Jeter and on into left center. That's a base hit. Brendan Ryan will try and loosen up here as he'll take over at short following the injury.
Shortstop, number 39, Brendan Ryan.
Marwin Gonzalez will get his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away.
Batting ninth, the shortstop, Marwin Gonzalez.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. He's running towards second. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
And let's train our eyes on this stolen base from our high first base camera. You'll see him get a pretty good jump, and he wasn't looking back at all right there, so he gets into scoring position now with 1 out.
Now a sinker falls in there for a called strike, 2-1. For Martinez, that's stolen base number 1 on the young season. Swing and a shot toward right center. Base hit around third and being waved on home. And that's going to break our tie as the runner scores from second to make it a 4-3 ball game.
Now batting, second baseman,
Jose Altuve will stand in with a run in, 1 out and 1 on here in the inning. A bit high there, a ball and no strikes. You know, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
Swing and a ball chopped foul down the left side. Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back in there. runners off for second. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. Here's a swing and a ground ball. Oh, and he throws it away. The throw pulls him off the bag. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Chris Carter will stride in. He walked and came around to score his first time. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1.
And EK, I don't know about you, but I really hated getting a bad call on that very first pitch.
Hey, jeez. It puts you just in a terrible frame of mind.
Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Down and away, ball one. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
Runners are at first and second with one away. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, you know, 3 straight hits are bad enough, but now he's making things even worse by falling behind the next guy.
Watch the DP!
Runner staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Oh, come on!
Well, you talk about a big time to come up with a strikeout. Now, you've still got one more guy to get through here in the inning, but now with 2 outs, you can take a step back, take a deep breath, and know that those runners have to stay put at first and second.
Number 30 will get a shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 2. And there's the fastball that time by Kuroda as he gets ahead. No balls and a strike.
And, you know, now all of a sudden after the strikeout, you give that guy on the mound at least a little bit of confidence that he definitely didn't have before.
Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Short lead from second, now the pitch. And this bounces on McCann, but a good block there as he's able to keep it close. Hard sinker misses. 2-2.
That's a good idea, 1-2 right there, just to see if he'd chase. But now with the count even, I think this one has to be in the strike zone because you don't want to run the risk of loading the bases for the cleanup guy.
Not much of a lead at second. Now here's the pitch. Rolled foul off to the left, so he stays alive. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Another 2-2 offering. And he'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. DK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work at corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder,
Gary Cox will stand in with a golden opportunity to open this thing up early on. Oh, and he turns on a fastball here and drives one into deep right center. And he may have cleared the bases as this might get everybody home.
Well, with the bases loaded, I don't think he was looking single there. He was going for the big enchilada, and he nearly got it, too. This is going to bang off that outfield wall out there on the fly, and by the time they can get it back in, 3 runs are across the plate.
Diego Corona will stand in. He grounded out his first time. First pitch is a splitter for a called strike. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. Looks like this is going to be one of those times.
No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Now remember, he does have a base open here if he needs it. But this inning's already taken a big toll on him so far. So I'm not sure he'd want to make it any longer than he has to.
And a sure sign that trouble is afoot, as there is already some action in that bullpen now, and we're just in the second inning. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Just tried to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2.
And now this is all about minimizing damage out there on the mound. He's got to regroup, and he's got to do it quick, or this game will get away from him.
Close to the bag at second there. Now the pitch. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. A lot of deep counts for these guys early on.
And the more the better as far as they're concerned. They'd like to get him out of here as quick as they can.
And he misses ball 4.
Well, when you're already in a deep hole, the last thing you want to do is keep digging. But the walk here is only going to make things worse.
Archie Chan will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Good way to start it on the outside corner for strike 1.
And that's what he needed here with 2 outs. He couldn't afford to fall behind another guy here in the inning, so that's a good job to jump in that driver's seat with strike 1.
4 runs here in this half inning. Keeping him close there at second. Now the pitch. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Slider, good 2-strike pitch, but it misses 1-2.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Line hard to the left side, but foul. 2 down, runners at first and second. Here he comes again, 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. This is on the ground for the first baseman, Teixeira. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. We'll go now to the top of the third. It's the Astros 7 and the Yankees 3. The first baseman, Mark Teixeira, is ready to go here as we begin the third.
First baseman, Mark Teixeira.
At the knees, strike one. I think that man right there just got a new lease on life after that last half inning.
Yeah, can you believe it? He's working with the lead. He might not have been expecting that.
Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. Swing and a miss on the cut fastball, 1-2.
He definitely doesn't want a redo of that second inning, so it'd help him immensely if he could get the leadoff man here.
The 1-2 now to Teixeira. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Another try at 2-2. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2. One thing you can say with certainty, he's really tried to take some ownage on that inside part of the plate.
It's something that you need to learn as a young pitcher. You've got to have that willingness to work inside, or guys at this level will just lean out over the plate and eat you up.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Oh, and the last thing you want to do is give momentum right back after your guys just put together a huge inning. You can't start walking guys now.
Alfonso Soriano will stride in. He walked and came around to score his first time.
Come on now, let's get a K right here.
At first, Teixeira, now the pitch, and he lays off there, 1-0.
Well, not really how you want to start the next guy after a walk. That pitch isn't even close.
Keep that runner from going.
Comes back with the cutter and gets it by him, 1-1 now.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
And he shows him the breaking ball for the second time in the at-bat and gets it to 1-2.
Yeah, still a little late with that swing. He's got to get going a little sooner.
And he'll try to entice him with the changeup here, but it dips below the knees. It's 2-2. And a tough pitch on 2 strikes as he's able to foul it off.
Okay, we'll take it. What?
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And a big cut by Soriano there, but he comes up empty and he's down on strikes.
Well, some guys use the fastball to get to 2 strikes and then use something else to get you out. Not this guy. He works backwards here and winds up getting them with back-to-back fastballs in the end.
1 out here in the Yankees' 3rd inning. And set to stand in the still very imposing figure of the 3-time MVP, Alex Rodriguez. Starts him with a breaking ball this time. Misses down and in for a ball. 1-0.
Well, we've mentioned it already, but look at the pitch count here in the 3rd inning. He's almost completely out of gas already.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he can't get A-Rod to bite on it. It's 2-0.
Yeah, they're being really careful with this guy. Remember, they walked him the first time around, and now they're behind 2-0 to him right here.
Get out of here, Yankees.
2-0 on the way. Look out. All over the place now. 3-0.
Yeah, and we see too many guys break fingers, break wrists, bruise knuckles. You name it on the fastballs in tight. That's an occupational hazard.
In there on the corner, 3-1.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
Now a ground ball towards the hole. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. And they'll get it in quickly, so it's runners at first and second now with one man out.
Now after the big inning your ball club just put together, you can't let them respond with a big inning of their own. But here they are with 2 on now and trying to answer right back.
So first and second with one man gone. And that'll bring up the versatile infielder, Brendan Ryan.
Keeps it on the ground. Turn 2.
He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0.
And this is a big spot right here. You've got to get something out of this, even if it's just a run or two.
First and second now, one man out. Swing and a hot shot towards the hole. And that's through into right field for a base hit. Throw comes in from Martinez, and that'll force the runner to hold on at third base.
I tell you, both of these teams have come out swinging the bats well so far. That's 9 hits between them, and this is still just the third inning.
Brian McCann will hit with the bases loaded here and a chance to get right back in this thing. In there, and it's 0-1.
Even though you're down 4, you don't need to get them all back in one swing. Just think line drive.
Hey now, turn 2 here.
And there's ball 1.
You got to figure we'll start seeing a pretty heavy dose of that splitter. I mean, this is a situation that absolutely calls for it.
And this is going to be a foul ball in amongst the spectators. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2.
Oh, that's a tough take, but a good one. The pressure's still squarely on the pitcher out there. He's still got to come in.
Now a ground ball left side. Base hit left field. And they'll put the brakes on the runner at third, so the bases will remain loaded here with still only one away.
This team's got plenty of guys that can hit the ball out of the ballpark, but 3 straight singles will do the job as well.
Brian Roberts will stand in. He had a 2-run single this first time around. And this ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Oof. That high fastball is definitely a pitch guys will pop up, and that's what he's looking for on the mound. So that's good restraint to hold back and not swing.
High and wide. 2 balls and a strike.
Now the pressure will really start to mount out there. That strike zone's going to feel like it's the size of a soup can right now.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. And this misses, so it'll set up a big pitch coming up. It's full 3-2.
Now, you can't think corner or perfect pitch here on the mound. This has got to be somewhere near the middle, and you just got to hope you get lucky.
Here's the full count offering. And now a ball lifted into the air out towards center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And they'll get a bit closer on the sac fly as they trim the deficit to 2 now.
Yeah, probably a little bit of a sigh of relief out there on the pitching mound there. With a run in, the bases loaded, nobody out. You're just looking to get an out or two any way you can. So I think the sacrifice fly is a pretty good trade-off that you can live with right now.
Jacoby Ellsbury will stand in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
Go.
Here's a hard hit ball ripped down the first base line. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Astros lead it 7-5. Dexter Fowler makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Dexter Fowler.
First pitch coming. In there, strike 1.
And this is a really important inning for him right here. Your guys go out there and get you a couple runs. You want to throw up a 0, come back in, and see if they can't get you some more.
Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
It looked like he was going to try to go the other way with that thing, but a wise idea there to try to hold up.
One pitch and a good sinker there, but he can't find the zone. 2-1. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
Wow, no chance of getting on top of that fastball. I mean, that's helmet level right there.
2-2 pitch on the way. And this pitch is swung on and skied out to Ellsbury in center field. 1 gone.
Well, he gets you out there, but he's not missing many bats right now. And guys are really putting together some good swings against him so far.
J.D. Martinez will stride in again. He singled and later scored his first time. First pitch to him. And a high strike there, 0-1. Now a splitter, and he lays off a ball and a strike. In the air to right center. And this will be hauled in by Beltran for out number 2.
Sometimes when you're facing the bottom third of an order, hey, just run it up there. Let him hit it. This is now back-to-back flyouts, and he hasn't had to work all that hard to get him.
Marwin Gonzalez will stand in, an RBI single in his first appearance. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
Here we go.
Not close. It's 2-0. And with 2 away here, this is not the time to lose the strike zone.
Especially not to a number 9 hitter. The last thing you want to do is turn this lineup over and give these guys a shot to make something out of this inning after all.
Now a pitch swung on and hit to the left side, but this is going to find the seats, a foul ball. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Swing and a ball bounced back up the middle. Throw on to Teixeira is going to be in time, and with it, the inning is over. We'll see the speedy Brett Gardner start things out when we come back. It's the Astros 7 and the Yankees 5. And here is Brett Gardner now. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Brett Gardner.
Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
And now with that pitch count getting up there just a little bit, you can see that some of these pitches are missing just a little farther away than they were earlier.
Lined hard to center field. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch.
You know, it's always a danger as an outfielder when you try to make a play like this. You worry about that wrist because sometimes you can get it tucked under when you hit the ground and you can twist it up pretty good or maybe even break it. But here, not only does he come away unhurt, but he also comes away with the baseball.
So 1 away now for Beltran. Fouled straight back. And the 0-1 is lifted in the air out to right. Martinez is right there, and he's got it for out number 2.
The first baseman, number 25, Mark Teixeira.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And here's the dangerous Mark Teixeira. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk here would at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, this guy has some pop.
Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Now here it comes. And Teixeira able to lay off again as they don't want to give in. It's 3-1.
Yeah, this is good patience here to work it to 3-1, especially after the 2 quick outs. But if nothing else, you buy your pitcher a little more time to catch his breath.
And over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. And this is going to be a foul ball. And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3, and the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They're down 2, 7-5. Jose Altuve will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th.
Second baseman, Jose Altuve.
A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Well, he just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Here comes the 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
Not the best of starts to this fourth inning.
And, oh, not so fast, partner. A called strike on the inside part of the plate. 3-1 now.
That's a borderline strike right there, and I think that he had one step out of the batter's box headed towards first already.
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the fourth.
Yeah, not what you want to do here in this hostile ballpark. Walk the leadoff guy who just happens to be a threat to go every time he's on first. Tough way to start things out.
Out of the Yankee dugout now is Joe Girardi as he'll head toward the mound. And that will be all for Hiroki Kuroda. So he'll make a beeline for the showers, I'm sure, as he's going to want to put this awful night behind him as quickly as possible. Vidal Nuno is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the fourth inning. Chris Carter will stand in now following the leadoff walk, and might we see a bunt attempt here in a 2-run ball game?
Every extra run helps. It's a possibility, but I think they'll probably let him take his chances swinging away.
Base hit, now!
Line to left. And now he has some trouble with it in left. And the runner holds at second, so they're at first and second now with nobody out.
Boy, and that was some kind of effort out there. Here's a look at it. He's charging in hard, and this ball just kicks off his glove right there. This is going to be a base hit all the way, but it was nearly a super play.
Number 30 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ball game. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
You can tell he's still frustrated after that first called strike. It's still on his mind.
7 runs, just 6 hits. 1 error so far for the Astros. Here's a swing and a foul ball. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Maybe a good opportunity here to show him a changeup, give him a different look.
Runner not going anywhere at second. Now the pitch. And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. And the route is on now. It's a home run. And how about that? Number 30 has got himself his first big league round tripper. We'll have to wait and see how many more of these he can mount in his career. But for now, I'm sure he's happy to say he's got his first.
Well, I think that any kid who's ever dreamed about playing this game dreams exactly this. Watching the ball disappear over the fence, then circling the bases in a big league ballpark. I'm sure he was practically floating as he jogged the bases. He'll be replaying that at-bat over and over. You know his phone's going to blow up. He's going to be calling his mom, his buddies. Everybody's going to be talking about this one.
Gary Cox will step in. He had that big 3-run double his last time.
Gary Cox.
And he'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Oh, man, if you're a pitching coach, you might want to update your resume after this performance. His guys have been brutal.
Here we go.
In for a strike. It's 1-1. Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1. No outs, nobody on. In the air to center. And this is taken in there by Ellsbury for the first out.
Now batting, catcher, Diego Corona.
Diego Corona will stand in. Base on balls his last time. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
And we all know that this guy doesn't really have the velocity to get it past a whole lot of major league hitters. So he's got to rely on that location, in and out, up and down, and that was perfect right there.
Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. On the ground for A-Rod. Throw on to Teixeira, 2 down.
The batter, third baseman,
Archie Chan will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far. First pitch coming. And a fastball just misses for ball 1. Oh, they think they may have gotten him again. This one's hit deep to left field, and for the second time in the inning, the gopher ball will come back to bite him. It's a home run. A solo shot here to left, as it's now a 6-run ball game. Dexter Fowler will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. On, he leaves another one over the plate, and this ball's driven to left. And for the 3rd time tonight, he has served up a home run. A solo home run there for Dexter Fowler, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Well, as an offense, you always wish that you could bottle whatever you've got going right now and take it into all your games. Whatever it is, sometimes guys just feed off one another. They start thinking, well, hey, if this guy can hit a home run and then he hits a home run, when I get up there, maybe I can hit a home run too. And now that's 3 home runs they've struck for in this one inning.
Now batting, right fielder.
J.D. Martinez will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sleeping well tonight, is it?
That's taken for a ball, and it's 1-1 now to the Astros right fielder.
And now, as a reliever, you've got to go out and give 100% and focus on the task at hand. And you can't let the emotion enter into the equation, or it'll mess up your concentration and things will get even worse.
Here comes a 1-2. Sliced down the line at first. He's got it, and he'll get to the bag in time. What a do-it-yourself masterpiece. Another look at the fine play at first that concludes matters here in the inning. Back with more on our Wednesday night showcase right after this. Alfonso Soriano will step in to kick off the inning with Alex Rodriguez waiting on deck for the Yankees.
Alfonso Soriano.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1.
Well, this start's been a real bear for him so far. You see the pitch count here to start the 5th. That has to be a concern.
Here we go!
Swung on and missed. 1-1. And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now.
And this is where a guy who's been around a long time knows, hey, we're not going to make up the difference with just one swing. It's going to take base runners. So that's a good job of being really patient at the plate.
And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now. On deck, Alex Rodriguez. In there on the inside corner. Don't know that he liked it, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
Boy, it's one thing for a reliever to come in out of the pen and throw 100 miles an hour for 15 pitches or so. But he's right up there around the century mark now, and he's still throwing hard.
And this is fouled back and out of play. And a little battle brewing here as he fights off the 2-strike pitch and chops it foul. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. He gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
Alex Rodriguez, the third baseman, will dig in. He singled and later scored his last time. Low with the splitter, ball 1.
And right about now, you got to know as a hitter that you're going to see a heavy dose of that splitter. That's a good take up there to get ahead.
Now some action out in the Houston bullpen as it appears both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Soriano holding, now the pitch. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball, 1-1.
Boys, that's 99 right through him.
Nobody out, runner on first. Now the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he makes good contact there, but this is going to find the stands foul down the right field line. And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. Swing and a miss by A-Rod, so he becomes a strikeout victim here. Offense apparently not hard to come by tonight as you get a look at our line score through the first half of the ball game, and boy, the runs have been coming fast and furious so far. Brendan Ryan will stand in. A base hit his first time around.
Let's go.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
And that pitch is lined into left field, and he's got his second hit of the evening. And the throw will come back in quickly, so it's first and second now with only one away.
Well, this looks like one of those swings where it was just a flat-out guess. This is not one of those guys where you can sit off speed and then just react to the fastball. You're not going to just react to 98. But give him credit however he did it. He put a good swing on that ball.
Brian McCann will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time and then a base hit last time around. Changeup called strike one. The early hit total about what you'd expect in a score line such as this. 5 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Good cutter there, and he's got him behind the 8 ball now, 0-2.
Boy, things are going from bad to worse so far. He's looking completely lost up there.
And this is bounced weakly down the line, a foul ball.
That's a foul ball.
That misses 1-2.
And even on 1 and 2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
A big pitch here, 1-2. And that's taken outside for a ball, so he's worked it back to 2-2 now.
Keep in mind now, the longer this at-bat goes, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning out there.
Get him down now.
And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
Boy, and in the first 2 games of this series, he's already struck out a total of 4 times now. You get to where you just hate taking that walk back to the dugout. I'll tell you, it's a very frustrating feeling.
Brian Roberts. We'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 5. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0.
And he needs to finish this inning just to be eligible for the win, but it's really been a struggle.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Boy, what a nice job so far of working himself into a hitter's count. Now he can go to work on maybe picking up that 2-out RBI out of the 9-hole.
Get that cat around.
3-0 now.
And a good job here of making him throw a lot of pitches. He probably doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, so the more you make him work, the better your chances of getting a mistake.
And he misses again, ball 4, and his control is really letting him down now.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jacoby.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0.
And with 2 walks in the inning already, he can't afford to fall behind anybody else if he wants to stay in the game.
Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Nowhere to put him here as he falls behind now, 2-0.
Now, even with the bases loaded, this is a green light situation on a 2-0 count. You're looking for your pitch in your location, and then you better let it rip.
2-0 count, the pitch down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
Take sign?
That would be a take sign.
My kids play better than you, Yankees.
And he'll just lay this one in there, 3-1.
That's a little surprising that was something other than a fastball, but hey, at least he got it over.
And he drops a change in on him there, and that'll run it full, 3-2.
Taken again on 3-1. He's trying to get that RBI the easy way, but now they've worked it back to a full count.
And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Yeah, that's a tough one to swallow. Where was this pitch on 3-2? Yeah, Show Track says it's clearly a ball. Nothing he can really complain about there, and that forces home a run.
Now here comes the Houston manager out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart here, and you know he would have loved one more out to qualify for the win, but he's gone nonetheless after 4 2/3. Luis Rodriguez is going to take over here in inning number 5 as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Brett Gardner will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. Swing and a liner. And that's in there. Base hit. The tag, and they get him at the plate as 1 run scores, but not the second. So 2 runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Astros 12 and the Yankees 7. Marwin Gonzalez will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
The shortstop, Marwin.
First offering on the way. Now a fastball is lifted into the air to shallow center. And he reaches up to track this one down for the first out, and he had to go a long way to get to that ball.
And this is all about taking charge out there. That's the center fielder's ball if he can get there. So he calls everybody off, and he makes the play easily.
So it's back to the top of the order now, And striding in, the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike one.
And you kind of wonder if he's learned anything out there. There's another pitch right down the middle, and I think he's lucky that that one didn't get hit a long way.
Swinging a ball chopped foul down the left side. Fouled back. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
If there's one thing base stealers don't like, it's when you throw at their legs. Now, that's their meal ticket you're messing with.
Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2.
Well, he almost hit him on the last pitch, and he's showing he doesn't care. He's coming right back inside.
The 2-2 coming. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
Well, you're not going to get that call if you've been all over the place. Now, if I'm pitching, I want that call, but at this point, he hasn't earned it.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Chris Carter.
Chris Carter will step in. Singled and came around to score his last time. And a swing and a ball hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. And this is going to be a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. And he misses there, 1-2.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. 1-2-3 go the Astros. They lead, however, it's 12-7. Carlos Beltran will start things out for the Yankees here in their half of the 6th.
Right fielder, Carlos Beltran.
Now some action out in the Houston bullpen as it appears both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
And he chases after ball 3, and instead it's 2-1.
And that had all the looks of a guy who was going to take a giant hack. 2-0, no matter where that pitch was. EK, I know you never did that.
No, not me. Maybe once or twice.
Oh, it wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3. On deck, the switch hitter, Mark Teixeira. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
When you're down by a handful of runs, a leadoff walk is a definite blessing. If nothing else, it's a good first step towards trying to get back in this ball game.
Mark Teixeira will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. Lead by Beltran, and now the pitch. Down the line, but this will kick foul. And that's a called strike at the letters. Though that looked high from here, it's 0-2 now.
And after that call, you know he's got to be turning around to say something like, hey, you know what? This guy doesn't need any help.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Well, let's take another look here at the very first strikeout of his major league career. He came on a good pitch, too. Well, it looks like he's got a pretty good handle on things out there.
Alfonso Soriano will dig in. He walked and later scored last time. Now here's the first pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
Well, this is a spot where it helps to have a two-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
We'll take it.
Good bite to that thing, and it's 1-1.
Kick him off first base, you hear?
A little bit outside. 2-1.
Keep that runner close.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
And he takes ball 4 again. And clearly, guys, they just don't want any part of him in this one.
Well, he's going to find that hitters in the big leagues are much more patient than they were down at AAA. A strikeout in the minors turns into a walk at this level.
Alex Rodriguez will get another shot. Struck out swinging his last time.
Let's stop the bleeding right here.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Good pitch right there. Right on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Runner holding tight at second. Now the pitch. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up. Ball 2. And he's fallen behind now. 3-1.
Now 3-1, you can afford to look middle in and really turn on something if you get it.
Here he comes on 3-1. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Now batting, shortstop,
Brendan Ryan will stand in. 2 hits in 2 trips thus far.
Get the twin, Kelly!
That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1.
And after a walk, I think there's a little anger behind that fastball.
Bases are loaded with only one out. And this is swung on and missed as they get ahead of Ryan now, 0-2.
Now with 2 strikes, he can put the ground ball on the back burner and really go after the strikeout here.
And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
That changeup's not really a pitch you can sit on with 2 strikes. Because if he gives you that fastball, you'll be an hour late on it. That's a great job of not showing that pitch until he was ready to punch him out.
Don't give it away here. Not let them score.
Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. 2 out, bases loaded.
Really?
Down and away, ball 1. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ballgame. Yankees leave them loaded. They're on the short end of a 12-7 score. Matt Thornton will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the 6th.
Number 48, Matt Thornton.
Number 30 will stride in again as first we flash you back to his at-bat in the 4th inning, and what a big one it was. A 3-run home run that was certainly one of the big blows in the ballgame to this point.
Peanut popcorn, peanut popcorn.
Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1. And this is drifting foul back into the stands. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. And a toss by Roberts is in time, 1 away.
Up next for the Astros, left fielder, Gary Cox.
Gary Cox will get another shot now, 2 for 3 in the game. Now the first pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
One thing you learn real quick as a rookie, you don't get any easy at-bats at this level. You got to be thinking up there every single pitch, because guys up here, they'll tear you apart if you don't.
Diego Corona will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far. And he takes ball 1. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
Good eye, that's right. Wait for it.
On the ground down the first base line, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw on to Teixeira to take care of him, and that ends the inning. Brian Roberts will lead it off on the other side. We're through 6 full. It's the Astros 12 and the Yankees 7. Back here at Minute Maid Park in Houston. It's been a high-scoring affair thus far as we take a look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Raul Valdez will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far. And here indeed is Brian Roberts now. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th.
Second baseman, Brian Roberts.
Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. And this will be fouled away. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out towards straightaway right. Therefore, it is Martinez, and that's the first out.
And with the big lead, he can afford to take a few chances with that fastball. And here, this one works out for him because this is nothing more than an easy fly ball.
One gone here in the Yankee 7th, and that'll bring in Jacoby Ellsbury. First pitch on the way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
That's his strength. He wants to try and come in and jam you, so you got to be ready to try and turn on something.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Swing and a ball hit to the left side, and this is going to wind up a souvenir. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
Stays alive here as this is foul off to the right. And he'll go the other way with the fastball as this is on the ground to third. Throw to first will be in time to take care of Ellsbury, and there are 2 gone now.
Good hustle getting down that line. Even on a routine ground ball, you can't take your time. You know, pat your glove, autograph it. Not with this guy running. You got to get rid of that ball pretty quickly, and they just do get him at first.
Brett Gardner will try again. 2 for 4 in the ball game. And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Two out, nobody on.
Peanuts, get the peanuts, yeah?
Tries to drop one down here, but he misses. Strike two.
Yeah, not a bad idea. He waited a pitch there before showing bunt. And sometimes that might back that third baseman up a step or two if he sees you're not bunting at the first pitch.
Got him right where you want him.
And this is swung on and sent on the ground to first. And Gardner's going to reach. It's a base hit.
This is a very good approach here with two strikes. It's a smart approach. You know, he's not trying to come out of his shoes here. He just makes a good two-strike adjustment and delivers a nice solid base hit. That's how you do it.
Carlos Beltran will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Let's go! Shut him down! Whoa!
And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0.
Open your eyes, dude.
A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. And this is grounded foul past Rob Thompson in that third base coaching box. Gardner at first. Now the pitch. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Swing, hard hit ball to second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Yanks leave one. They're on the short end of a 12-7 score. Archie Chan will step in now to lead off the home half of the seventh.
Third baseman, Archie
Let's go, one more time, baby!
And here's a fastball called for strike one. They'll ride the hot hand on the mound as this man will stay out there after the 1-2-3 inning last time around.
And the more important set of numbers is that he got that 1, 2, 3 against the guys hitting in the middle of the lineup, 3, 4, and 5. So now as a reward, he'll get to match up with the bottom portion of the lineup here.
Right back to the outside part of the plate, but that misses as well. It's 2-1. And he hits the corner with that one. 2-2. Here's the pitch. Full count now. 3-2. Swing and a shot to third, but right to A-Rod as he spears it for the first out.
Oh, they came right back at him with another heater right there, but he wasn't surprised at all. He might have been sitting on that pitch, but he hit it right on the button. It just wound up being right at somebody.
So one away now for the center fielder, Dexter Fowler.
Come on, you can do it!
High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball one. fastball is hit on the ground towards short. Throw will be well late as he reaches it first.
And when things are going well, these are the little things that just seem to start going your way. Nothing too amazing here, but this winds up an infield single, and the breaks just keep going their way.
J.D. Martinez will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
Runners on first with 1 down. Check on Fowler. Now here it comes. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. And there he goes towards second. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And indeed, he won't try to force it at second. He'll just flip on to first for the sure out.
Yeah, and here with the runner who's on the move, you've got no chance of even thinking about getting the double play. So a smart idea there just to take the sure out at first.
Marwin Gonzalez will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
Put some runs on the board.
Now here's his swing and a high pop-up. Really got under this one. Out near the bag at second. And Roberts will make the catch and the inning is over. Astros leave 1. They lead, however. It's 12-7. Jesse Crane is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
Jesse Crane.
Mark Teixeira will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
Teixeira.
And he takes a good swing at that one as this is sent down the line in right, but ultimately into the crowd, a foul ball.
Let's get a K. Come on.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And they'll come inside with this one, but the result's the same. It's to 2-1 now. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game. Sometimes we use the phrase runs coming at a premium, but it's fair to say that none of us will be saying that tonight as we check out our line score. Neither pitching staff has really even showed up. Alfonso Soriano will stand in. Base on balls his last time. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1.
Get him down.
Hit hard toward the right side. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And he is in at second base with a one-out double.
The third baseman, number 13,
Alex Rodriguez will dig in. 1 for 2 to this point in the ball game.
Don't give up the run, man.
And this is low, ball 1. Now for Soriano, he picks up his first 2-base hit of the new season. 1 out and a runner on second base. Big swing and a miss at the changeup, a ball and a strike.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
Come on, play smart out there.
Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there. But one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Brendan Ryan will get another shot now. 2 for 3 in the game.
Come on, just get the out.
And he had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
All right, let's hold them. Let's get this batter out.
Well, and he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Oh, tough pitches here, back to back. And now he's not going to give him anything good with a runner at second base.
Easy batter, 3 swingers.
Now a ball hit back up the middle. Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. 1 left for the Yankees. They're on the short end of a 12-7 score. Adam Warren is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
Adam Warren.
Jose Altuve will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8.
Second baseman, Jose Altuve.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
They've already walked him twice already, so I wouldn't be surprised if they worked around him again.
And this is going to be a foul ball. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Look into McCann, the 1-1. And this ball will be chopped foul. And that misses, and we're even at 2-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
Definitely not a guy you wanted to lose there. Now, you got something else to worry about besides your command.
Chris Carter will try again. Struck out swinging his last time through.
Here we go. What was that?
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Just overmatched him there.
Throw over to the bag. A dive, but he's back. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. And a wasted pitch there, 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
Here comes the 1-2. And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. Here's Ryan for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Boy, not an easy play out there by any stretch. He's got to hit the shortstop in stride while avoiding that runner who's directly in his path. But he's able to put a good throw right on the bag, and they wind up turning the double play.
Number 30 will dig in. He homered back in the 4th. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. Picked up there by Ryan. Throw on to Teixeira is going to be in time, and with it the inning is over. Nothing doing there for Houston. They lead, however. It's 12-7. Brian McCann will stand in, needing to get things started here in the top of the 9th.
Brian McCann.
Come on, quick it back.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And the slider hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And a great start to the 9th as this ought to be extra bases. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
That is a big league hanging slider right there. Not real good location either, and he drills this one. He'll wind up on second here as he pulls in with a leadoff double.
Brian Roberts will dig in now. 1 for 2 to this point.
Yo, play smart, all right?
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. And a swing and a bouncing ball back up the middle. Throw on to first, in time, 1 away.
Well, and that's just a really nice job right there. After the leadoff double, I don't care who the next guy is, he has to, at the very least, make a productive out. And that's a good job right there as he gets his man to third, now with just 1 out.
Jacoby Ellsbury will stride in, grounded out his last time through.
Get the easy out. Holy, coming down here. Let's stop the bleeding right here. Now, come on.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one.
Job done, man.
Sliced hard the other way. Oh, but a super diving catch takes away a hit. And he will make it back in there. He's safe at third.
Yeah, there's a ball right there, not hit very hard, so he's got to cover some ground in a very short amount of time, and he lays out there to pull it in. Nice play.
Brett Gardner will stand in as their last chance now.
Get the easy out. Let's keep them right there, man.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Look out, and that'll give him a close shave.
Oh, that's what you call getting in tight with the fastball.
Aaron, stop him right here.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Yeah, you know you don't want to give him any kind of cheapie here with two away. That's a nice block behind the plate.
Let's go, guys. Let's get him out.
And this will be a called strike two. And trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. Oh, hit sharply as this is pulled into right. But he will make the catch on the hard hit ball out there, and that will conclude matters here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and you know this home crowd is going to get to drive home happy as their guys come through with a very good win.
Time to hand out Topps Player of the Game honors for this one. And guys, I think we can all agree that this fellow right here deserves it more than anybody that took the field in this one.
Yeah, he delivered more than once with runners in scoring position. Finished with 5 RBIs, and that was more than enough to lead his guys to victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Astros win this thing 12-7. good night from Houston.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 3 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Minute Maid Park, 40,950. The Astros thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely. Good night.